Hello, this is Weird Corvid, and we're trying out a different type of recording this one because the last one, the recording did not turn out very well, the quality of the sound. So hopefully this one does better. We are working on a sun print for the full moon in Sagittarius 2025. So what's different this week or compared to the last sun print is there is definitely not crowding around the east anymore, and the most busy section seems to be near the west. Uh, is the most cluttered section. The east is almost nothing going on there. The west seems very jumbled, and almost has a snow-like effect, snowy-like effect going on there. So the west has a sort of a bluish color blob near it, and near the top of that particular color blob, there seems to be a shape that looks like a key to me. Speaking about the all over shape, it seems very much like a bottleneck from north to south. So if last week is leading into this at all, where the psyche was protecting itself from outside influences and its passions from outside influence, now there's a direct line between the north and outside material influences to the south, where the passions and the water and emotions might be, and there's a narrowing in the middle, a bottleneck, sort of filtering it out. The question is it filtering out the influences from the outside because there's not a whole lot going on in the north? It's not quite as cluttered as the south and the west. So are we filtering what we're receiving from outside influences in order not to disrupt what's going on in our psyche and our emotional well-being and all that, our dreams and our hopes? Or do we have so much dreams and hopes and emotions and all the rest of it that is just bursting to come out, but we are filtering it, we are refining it before we put it out into the material world? So I don't know which direction it's quite going. I almost want to think that it is going more upward or south to north, that all the stuff that we have inside is trying to get filtered through this bottleneck into the material world. It's not all going to get out there. It's going to get refined and filtered. And I mean, that happens with anything that we do. All our thoughts, all our emotions get filtered before we actually speak them into or enact them into the physical world. So that's just what happens. But there seems to be a lot going on in the emotional, in the west and the south realms, in the passions and the emotions. Not so much the east. So maybe not as much of the ideas and more of the feelings of what you want to get through, the emotions of what you want to get through, and matters of the heart, whether that be goals or whether that be things you need to say or things you need to create, but you haven't necessarily thought them through yet. There's a well of your inner passions and feelings that need to be let out. They're bubbling up. And that even sort of works with the bubbling up with these little dots I'm seeing in the west blob of ink. Well, it's dye. It's more dye than ink. Interestingly enough, the shapes in the western part, that western blob, seem to be a lot more defined and sharp, although they're not super sharp, but they're a lot more defined and sharp than when you go through into the southern yellowish blob, especially up towards the east. They get a lot more ghostly in their definition. So in this case, I think the feelings are definitely stronger than the thoughts around those feelings. They're still there. The thoughts are still there around those feelings, but they're not as defined and abundant as the feelings. It seems like there's a lot of clutter and chatter and just a lot of bubbling up of feelings right now. Interestingly enough, there also seems to be a fake wishbone shape in the southern part. It's a bone. It looks like what might be a bone and a crystal making a Y shape, but it's not a wishbone. It's a bone and a crystal. So it's a false wish. And I know that when I threw these bones, there was a wishbone in that area, the actual real wishbone, but it's off on the white of the paper, so it didn't show up in this print. So I guess that's something to be, is that a be careful what you wish for, or is that a be careful of where your wishes are coming from? What are your motivations behind your wishes? Are they truly your wishes, or are they false wishes? Are they authentic wishes? Will they not stand up to the authenticity of your own self? Because the authenticity of your own wish is there. It's just not showing on this print, and the false one is. The illusion of one is. So do you have any illusions of hopes, passions, or emotions, or wishes that when you really stop to analyze them and look at them are inauthentic to who you are as a person? Is there another wish sort of on your peripheral vision, on the edges of your mind, that would be the more true wish? Have you dumbed down that authentic wish of what you want for your authentic self into something that is meant to look like what you want, but isn't exactly what you want. It's not your authentic wishes. And maybe that's what's leading to all this clutter of emotions that is bubbling up to get through that bottleneck. Maybe that what needs to be refined before it can go out into the material world, is a refinement over what is authentic in your internal emotional world, your passions, your goals, your wishes. Is it time to really sit with them and ask yourself what ones are truly authentic to who you are now? Because you may have goals and wishes and passions that stem from different time periods in your life that no longer are applicable to who you are now. Things have shifted and changed possibly for you, and what once were very strong ambitions for you no longer hold as much resonance with you. You're in a different time period in your life, a different chapter, a different timeline, whatever you want to call it, and you may have to redefine what your wishes are. You may have to pull them out from the edges of your psyche, of your consciousness, and really sit with what you want in this moment, the current you, versus what you've wanted in the past. There's something about up in the northeast, there's a blue blob of ink, a really interesting shape that is both defined and wispy. It seems important somehow, but I can't quite place it. But directly above it, I see two lighter dots that remind me of the eyes of a smiley face without the smile. Are you being watched? Are you being ghosted in the outer world, in the material world? But it's in the northeast, so is it online? Are you being watched online, or do you have anxieties about being watched or perceived in some way, shape, or form? That might be something to sit with as well. There's also 3 darker spots in the northwest that are coming out of this bottleneck into the material world, up into the north side edge of the paper. And I see these as 3 ideas or wishes, or maybe they're stages to the same idea or wish that you're putting out there. I almost see like they're being vocalized, like it's almost like sound waves going out. They're words being spoken into the material realm in some way, shape, or form. The first one is, or I guess the first one would have been the one that was spoken first, and if they're going outward, that would be the one furthest away from the bottleneck. So the one that's closest to the bottleneck, would probably be the one of the last of the 3 that was spoken out. There is a thigh bone going down and meeting it. So I'm wondering if that is almost, is this idea, whatever you're speaking out, going to take off running in some way, shape, or form in the material world? That once you have spoken it out there, put these ideas out there, put these emotions out there, whatever it is that you feel you need to speak on, all the stuff that's going on inside, on the wishes possibly. Once you speak that wish out, it is ready to take off. You might have to speak it a few times, but if you speak it with true intention and authenticity, it's ready to go. There's a strength to it in any way. There may or may not be hurdles to get around, but there's strength to whatever it is that you're going to speak out after refining everything. The parts that you actually do speak out of this, there's a strength to them. There's a solidity to them. So I am going to look at the cards now, and on the west side of the paper, I am pulling cards for past influences, and on the east side of the paper I am pulling cards for current influences. So I'm using the Halloween Oracle deck again, as well as the Messenger Oracle deck, and I'll probably be reading from the books a little bit as well. The first card is the Black Cat from the Halloween Oracle deck, and that is Fortune Meets Opportunity. I have gotten this card quite frequently in past readings, and it tends to, for me, it represents that sort of skittishness of a cat, but they still want the attention. You know what I mean? They're watching, they're there, and they are ready to give you that. They're very cautious, and if you are patient with them, they will reward you. And this cat is sitting on top of a bunch of books. So it has that knowledge, it has what you're looking for. But you have to be patient with it because it is very flighty and skittish, and you have to earn its trust. I will look at what the book has to say as well. So what the book has to say, and I'll just read a short blurb of it, is should the slinky black cat cross your path through this oracle, know that good luck and fortune will be meeting you promptly. Also know that your luck will be even luckier if you're prepared to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. And I have found that with this card, if they're talking about opportunities, you might miss them. They're good opportunities, but if you're not looking for them, they might pass you by. The second card for past influences is Seek the Lesson from the Messenger Oracle book. So what the book has to say for Seek the Lesson is wisdom is born from seeking the lesson in all experiences, both the good and the bad. It is born from the awareness that everything is connected and that all happens for a reason, even when the reason remains a mystery. Embrace a new idea, a new awareness, or the new knowledge that comes from listening to your internal voice, and to the human and non-human teachers and messengers who will come in and out of your life. Let them inspire you to explore unknown pathways. So as far as relating the past influences to the sun print, I feel like there have been opportunities and lessons you've had in the past. Everybody has that. Some of them you may have taken advantage of, but there's been many that you haven't. Or at least that's what I'm seeing or connecting into this. And that might be, I think that is part of the clutter, is the memories of these things and the feelings around them, quite frankly. There's lots of emotional lessons and opportunities that we have to incorporate as we grow as human beings. Everybody's at different spots. I would say as you grow up, you naturally do this, but we don't all naturally take on the same lessons at the same developmental time as everyone else. And when we do take lessons, it's not just, okay, I've mastered this, next step, next level, I'll master that. It's more of a cycle of it, a spiral of it, where you spiral into a lesson, feel like you've mastered it for that what you were learning, then you spiral back out of it and you incorporate it into your life, and then eventually you'll turn around and cycle right back into what seems like the same lesson but at a deeper level because you've had more experiences along the way. So we all have these lessons that we learn, and they're incorporated into creating who we are as part of our persona, part of our psyche, part of our emotional well-being, a part of who we are. As we grow up, we accumulate more and more of this, and eventually it gets to the point where you gotta put those lessons into action. You can't just have them all in your internal world. You have to put them into action at some point into the real world, and that helps to solidify them to another degree by doing so. And that also talks about the opportunity to put these lessons that you've learned into practice. And you're going to mess up sometimes. Sometimes you're going to go back to old habits even though you know better. But that's, again, it's not about failing or succeeding. It's about this cycle of circling in and circling back out. You'll feel like you've reached a point where you've got a handle on like an emotional issue, and then a few months down the road, a few years down the road, you feel like you're right back in that pit with that emotion, and that all the headway that you made is for naught, but it's still there. It's just that you've gone to a deeper level of dealing with it. Before that, maybe you just dealt with like a shallow level of it and you're able to keep it controlled. But now you cycle back into it to get a deeper control of it or a deeper understanding of it. And you'll probably keep doing that throughout your life, just getting new perspectives on the same idea. And then with these deeper new perspectives, they can help you with other aspects of yourself that you may or may not want to look at. So for the future influences, we have midnight, the most magical hour of all for Halloween Oracle, and we also have A New Day Dawns, which is the first card from the Messenger Oracle. The Midnight Oracle one, I put this one down to a lot with timing, getting the right time. The book says it a little bit differently, but kind of about the same thing. Some people might refer to it as like divine timing. So what the book says about midnight is allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know too that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. So again, that seems like it's talking about your authentic self, maybe some things you may not want to face, or maybe some things that others may not want to face about you, but to be authentic, you got to go through it. And so the other card is New Day Dawn, which the Midnight card actually kind of talked about that, so they go well together. And the blurb from the book is, today is a new day. With the dawn comes an opportunity to begin again or to embrace something new. Create what you wish to create. Become the person who you dream of being. Do not allow your doubts or fears to hold you back, for this day is bright with the hope and good fortune. Go forth and greet it with a smile on your lips and joy in your heart. So we were talking about wishes from the sun print earlier, and being authentic wishes, redefining what those authentic wishes are. And that seems to go along with this card, is maybe who you are has shifted and changed a bit, and it is now the timing where you're facing that reality of you're in a new stage of your life. And it might not, you might have some bumps on the road getting yourself settled into this new stage of life, moving forward in an authentic way, because what was once authentic for you may not be authentic anymore. And I mean, it's a positive outlook. Like you're going to have to go through some changes, but it's going to be for the better, hopefully. As far as what the card and the sun prince are telling me and how they're working together, there's some stuff to sort through. There's definitely some stuff to sort through. But if you take that time to sit with them and figure out what is authentically you in this time and space right now, not what it was 6 months ago, and not trying to figure out what it's going to be 6 months from now, but right now. If you can act in an authentic way according to that, to who you are now, things should work out well. And there's a sense of fun in that. Like, some people might not like change and they might fear the change, but if they can get over that initial fear of something different, there's so much opportunity to play and explore this new or new-ish part of yourself. Or maybe your whole self, maybe your whole psyche has gone through a shift, or maybe just aspects of it, maybe just aspects of your home life, or whatever it is. There's some sort of new shift, and once you grapple with what the authentic you is taking from this new shift, there should be fun to explore it. But for you personally, if you're resonating with this, it's saying that once you can accept these authentic changes in yourself, there is lots to explore and play with. There's lots of new possibilities to figure out what you want. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. If you resonated with any of this, let me know. Leave some comments. If you didn't resonate with any of this, but you saw your own imagery or ideas in the sun print or in the cards, again, please let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion and your views and what you're seeing in this. Yeah. I hope your full moon time period is good. I hope the rest of your year is good. I hope I do more of these readings. Yeah.